Than our version. Much better. Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness. We have to listen to this music because this theme tune is awesome. It's awesome. Well, that's the NT32 electric guitar that you're hearing as the solo. Music is by Audrey Hodges, who made music for Freddy Farkas, the VGA version of Quest for Glory 1, Conquest of Longbow, and I think Eco Quest as well. I think each of the Quest for Glory games had a different composer. Because 3 had a Rudy Helm. Mark Seibert was on the first at least. Alright.
Please insert your saved character disc from any of the first 3 Quest for Glory games into the disk drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
And also, this is a voiced version. This is the CD version of the game. And we get the wonderful talent of John Rhys Davies as the narrator. Those who do not remember who John Rhys Davies is, first, for the old school people, Sallah from the Indiana Jones movies, and for the newer class people, Gimli from Lord of the Rings movies. The dwarf. So we got great talent. And there's Dudley 3.
Your character has been successfully imported. Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Thank you, good sir. We will continue as a wizard and not paladin. Paladin is broken in this game. Only if this is incorrect, indicate your profession below, otherwise select continue. Imported as a wizard, yes. In the other games it's magic user, but in this game they turn the title into wizard. We Got 100 points available. We are going to be in the land of Moldavia, which is pretty much like you're in Transylvania, so just think of anything that would go with it. Werewolves, vampires, and the white rabbit of Chernogog, or Chernobog. And also other kinds of creatures. Lots of Russian folklore in this one. And the 5th game is pure Greek. That's where we have the beautiful one of the competitors in the arena called Kokkino Ukamiso. If you remember, Specky. I mean, last time I played Quest for Glory 5, what's the reason why I started learning Greek? That was 2 years ago, man. Over 2 years ago, last time I played these games. But that's only for Quest for Glory. When it comes to the other Sierra games, that's even longer. So it was time to do all these Sierra games. I've actually had a lot of fun doing them in the chronological order, as when the game was released order. It says right there, wizard, right in the middle. Monsieur Specky. You could learn to read. Dumpling has always been a wizard, and he will always stay as a wizard. I noticed that luck and honor are 200, and that's because they are rounded up to 200. That's the minimum that you can start here. So if your stats were under 200, they roll up to 200 with this game. And I remember our luck being like 180 or so. And honor was 196 or something, so not that many points, but nice to see the luck go up. Now, where else could I put points? Let's max out Vitality. It's good to have a lot of health in this game. And Intelligence. There. Intelligence almost maxed out, and well, almost 300. Max in this game is 400. So good to have Vitality and Magic at least at the 300 already. So the gap in this game is minimum 200, maximum 400. It's like each game adds 100 to the maximum. So in the first game, max in stats is 150 or so. Then it's 200, 300, 400. Or it could be more in this. Who knows? Never maxed out my stats in the games anyway, so.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Probably in Tarna, because that's where you left from. Leather armor. Leather armor provides you some protection against enemy attacks, helps keep you warm on these cool autumn evenings, and generally makes a modern fashion statement. I lost my freaking chainmail. This game is crap. This simple money pouch contains all the money you have with you. Let me guess, 0. 1. I have it. 1 coin. I mean, all the items, all the things I had from the previous game, gone. Now I gotta work again for it to become a true hero. My, you're looking heroic today. I can carry up to 8,700 quarks, and I'm only carrying 2,101.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
With John Davies here, it almost sounds like an audiobook.
The desiccated corpse is half buried in the rock of the cave floor. It doesn't say much.
Also noticed that they took the animations of the icons away. In the floppy version, the mouth goes up, you know, blah blah blah, and the eye rolls around when you move it. Interesting that they did that. And that's hand with the pointer would go. Should I download a 64-bit of ScumVM? In thinking of doing it. You mean 64-bit version of ScumVM? That's what I'm using. ScumVM is really good. Overall, it's the only way I play these old games. Works with the LucasArts, Sierra, anything. I mean, on the if you go to ScumVM's homepage, it has a compatibility list, like which games work the best on it. They even have made it work with the 3D games, like you can play Blade Runner on this now.
You search the desiccated body. The only still usable item is a dagger which you pick up. However, lying around the bones are some coins. 5 golden coins. Each have a crown stamped onto them. And 13 small copper coins, each stamped 1 kopeck.
Hey there, Eldridge. And yes, they also patched a lot of games, so when you start playing the game, it'll actually be updated with a patch to make sure that the game works. Dagger. This is a flat-handled dagger suitable both for close-in fighting and throwing. I got 6 crowns and 13 kopecks.
You are in a large cave.
I'm in a large cave.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
I do highly recommend ScumVM for adventure gameplay, because they do a lot of work to make sure that the games work. And the good thing is, within the game, in the program itself, when you start it up, if there's an update, it'll ask you if you want to download it. And it has its own inner installer, so you just download it, install it, and that's it.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve, acting as a door to the passageway beyond. You are in a large... It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it. It's a rotted, ancient corpse, half buried in the cave wall.
I get the feeling that John Rhys Davies had a lot of fun doing all this narration. You can tell. 30
assorted copper and gold coins on the body.
Alright. 30 assorted coins, so how many? That was 5 crowns and the rest are kopecks. Alright.
The deteriorated corpse has grown partway into the cave wall.
And it's not a wall, that's a ground.
A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
No, flint. You have a small grey piece of flint, much like the one described in your famous Adventure Survival Course manual in the fire starting section. You vaguely remember something about using flint and steel together. Yes, it causes sparks, so you can light things up.
You take the torch.
Bruh. Try that the other way around. You strike a spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through.
Open sphincter.
You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
Hey, Veritas.
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains, as of blood long since dried to powder. You feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it.
Now there's an odd sensation.
You're in the heart of the cave. Stone valves close off passageways leading in all directions.
Sphincter-like.
In the center of the chamber is a bleak stone altar covered with dark stains. You're in the heart of the cave. You're in the heart. Someone has placed a large sheet, like a sort of makeshift shroud, over the withered corpse. It also has a small money pouch. You pick up the canvas sheet and take 3 crowns and 17 kopecks from the pouch. He won't be needing them anytime soon.
True. Piece of cloth. This is a 1 yard square piece of canvas cloth.
There is a wide ledge of stone near the opening that leads back into the heart of the cave. A deep pit fills most of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm. A heavy rope bridge spans the deep chasm.
Yeah, but I don't think we can use it because we're a mage, a wizard.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Cthulhu? Is that you?
This is the entrance to a smaller cave, or perhaps a second outlet from the large one. A deep pit fills. There is a broad stone ledge on this side of the rope bridge. As you hold up the sheet like a sail, you can feel the wind pushing it, and you, towards the pit. Unfortunately, you're a little too heavy. You don't think the wind is powerful enough to push you across safely.
Well, not when I'm sturdy on the ground. So... this one? Yep. Yeah. You keep your tentacles
Just
to
barely
yourself.
made it across the pit.
I ain't gonna be your din-dins.
Whoa, the ground is really slippery around here. There seems to be a layer of slime all over it.
Ah, there we go. And we're tentacle food. How's that grab you? The tentacle is faster than the eye. It's strong too, as you are unceremoniously yanked to the horror and then apart.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
Phew.
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here?
The question is, what's your accent?
There are so many questions I want to ask you, but I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
It tries to be German,
the
I
town
guess.
is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen to you too.
The icky, greasy, grimy goo flows close beneath your path at this point.
Ugh.
The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave. Rocks have formed an island within the goo. The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101 no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time. This symbol looks like a 6-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus. You sense a feeling of strange, chaotic power from it.
Sounds like a good deal to take with me.
The 6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Hail Hydra.
A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well. This tall standing stone has been carved, so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it.
Looks like a spider to me.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
That's true.
The upper ledge looks somewhat less slippery than the other path. A pool of stick... A pool...
Poo. A poo. A poo.
The huge tree looks to be half wood, half stone.
And also this one looks like the shape of a lady.
Twisted, sick-looking tree holds tenuously to the central island.
Cousin of Julinar.
The path is dripping with slimy goo, having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Doopy-doo, doopy-doo, everything is fine. Doopy-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, that's a fast way to get down here.
The heavy odor of decay overwhelms your senses and makes you feel slightly nauseated as you survey this gloomy swamp. Small hummocks of earth and grass rise out of the seething swamp. You see a floating, coruscating ball of light.
Called a wisp.
Small hummocks of earth. The heavy odor of the decayed remains of a human arm claw at you as if to drag you down to share its doom.
Cool. Let's see if we can share the doom. Anybody giving me a hand here?
It doesn't say much. It doesn't. That would be your final handshake.
But I wanna try.
You can't catch a will-o-wisp that easily. Your fingers pass right through it as it dances away.
The souls of the lost children.
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south and west. The path to the dark cave lies to the southeast. Large deciduous trees make their stand among the pines. They know how to leaf well enough alone in the fall. You are in the red bush looks ready for anything.
I forgot about the puns.
You are in the A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest. A babbling brook. You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the southwest. You are in the wildflowers bloom with the autumn weather. Pine trees grow in profusion in this cool climate. In winter they needle the deciduous trees mercilessly. Grey rocks litter the ground everywhere, reminders of glaciers long since past.
Usually when I see rocks like this, or boulders, it's not the glaciers that I think of first.
Pine trees grow in profusion. You are in the western part of the forest. An old road once led to the east. Only after careful searching do you manage to find traces of the road to the south as well.
Eagle friend.
You are in the western. The hungry hunting hawk alertly searches for signs of game not already claimed by the forest monsters.
Hawk friend.
The hawk flies free, never to be caught by the likes of thee.
Fly, my friend. Go catch yourself a nice and juicy mouse.
Grey rocks litter the... You are in the western part of the forest. You are in the west... Pine trees... You are in the west... Pine trees grow... You are in the... You are in the western...
I wonder if I'm on the western part. It's a long way to the town. Beep.
A babbling brook chatters its way through the forest. You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast, and an ominous castle far to the north.
Northwestern, apparently, now.
Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town. You are on an old road. The way to the west is badly overgrown, while the route north and south has seen considerably more traffic. You can see cultivated fields and the walls of a town to the north.
To the town!
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter. The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn.
Is it working?
Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field. One of the tall trees of the forest frames the town gate like a natural archway. The arched stone bridge provides a path over the gully to the town gates. The walls of the town rise majestically above you.
Majestically.
Twin towers stand over the town wall, massive silent sentinels over the gate. The town gates, made of massive oak logs, are currently wide open. There is a heavy oaken bar to secure them at night. The walls of the town rise majestically above you. Green grass surrounds the monument, heedless of the many feet which trample it daily. A familiar sense of peace and harmony fills you as you look around here. The smell of sweet flowers reminds you of Irana's peace in Spielberg. Your eyes are drawn to the staff in the middle of this lovely area. It is obviously a wizard's magical staff. Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it. To the north you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way.
Well, I'm not in the forest anymore. Now I'm in town. Southern part of town.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Also, music, could you tone it down a little bit? You're kind of getting in the way of the Burgomeister.
You don't notice anything special there?
Except a brick.
The Burgomaster looks like a strong, hearty man, although he has a sad expression. From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
Sheriff. It's kind of a both thing.
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get.
I mean, the Burgomeister is pretty much the person who keeps order and law in here. So he is the sheriff, but he also leads the place and keeps it safe. So, like I said, he's both mayor and sheriff.
The sign simply reads Inn. I guess that means you should go in. The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
All I said was hello.
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies. My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here.
I noticed.
No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you. Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of... This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way. The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
Yeah, but you need a hero to take care of those troubles, and I'm your man.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Have you done anything to fix the problems yourself? No? Didn't think so.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night. The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
I'm gonna get plenty of rations of the avocado, garlic, and bread.
Just leave There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing.
Like yourself?
The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
If that's so, don't worry about me, I could take care of myself.
Leave here quickly. Go, and soon.
You mean from your area or the whole place? Kitties!
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Heard what about me? I just arrived.
The cozy cat conveys a calmness most common in comfortable confines. The cozy cat. This is the store counter. It's covered with more cats than merchandise. Either garlic is one of the most popular products here, or the shopkeeper ordered way too much and hasn't been able to get rid of it.
I'll take it.
The cozy cat. It looks like an ancient temple that the shopkeeper has put up on the mantle as a good luck symbol. The fire helps keep the shop and the cats warm on these cold autumn evenings. You don't notice anything. The shopkeeper is a short, plump, plain-faced woman with coarse features.
Oh, there's a cat in the basket.
This used to be a knitting basket, but now seems to have become a cat basket. Amazing how that tends to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're polite, aren't you?
Try to be.
Manners are as manners do, as my husband used to say. We'll see. You can call me Olga. Mrs. Stovich is too formal after all. We don't welcome strangers here. They bring nothing but trouble. All the same, it's good to see a new face again.
Giving me mixed signals here, lady. Are you welcoming me in or telling me to fuck off? Good to see a good face. I don't trust you.
Let me see, what could you use? Well, besides my regular items like brooms and pens, I really don't have anything else for adventurers like yourself. I do have some lovely sandwiches you can use for rations. And garlic. Of course you'll need garlic.
Yes.
I've also got some oil you can use to keep the weapons and armor from rusting. And if you like sweets, I've got some yummy homemade candy. Although the garlic-flavored ones have all been purchased by now.
Darn.
I'll have to make some more. Oh, and a shopping bag to carry things in. I have a couple of those left.
Interesting that you have shopping bags.
3 twists of candy will cost you just 5 kopecks. The kids love them. Oh, now garlic is a must-have item. It's just 25 kopecks for a bulb, and it will add flavor to any food.
Of course it will.
Storekeeper looks
Great.
around nervously for a moment, then continues.
You know, some say garlic also has medicinal and protective properties.
I do believe the medicinal, protective I don't.
My husband always said I make the most interesting sandwiches. They're very good for you, and I only charge 50 kopecks each for them.
And these are very interesting rations indeed.
I can sell you a very nice large pie pan for 250 kopecks. I've always admired the men who can cook.
Well, let's get ourselves a garlic. You're carrying 17 crowns and 43 kopecks. I'll take an oil flask, a pie pan, and rations. That should do it. 11 rations. These avocado garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time and it will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often. Candy. You have several small pieces of taffy twisted in paper. The container's label reads Squeaky Greaser trademark. This is a metal pie tin, perfect for fruit pies. Garlic is said to be potent protection against werewolves and other shape-changing creatures. Wrong. It's also handy for making stews, sauces, and many other spicy dishes. True. It's vampires! Wolfsbane is against the werewolf. Garlic is against the vampires. They never get it right. Anyway, now we can take a break. I need a break. We're only at the beginning of the game, but we have a long adventure ahead of us. That's for sure. So let's put on some music. Put on a soy munch. And look at some kitty cats. Shall we? Also, she doesn't sound like freaking Daffy Duck is impact. Hey, Albert Mark.
Those adorbs!
Lexi's looking at you guys. Many cute kitty cats today. I'll be right back with food. But I'll be right back. I have returned. And I just missed out on the freaking dance party. By the way, guys, if there's a lot of movie aficionados out there, especially when it comes to like silly bad movies and such, did you know that there's a Toxic Avenger, a new Toxic Avenger coming out? Out of all things, to get a reboot, Toxie is getting one. That is gonna be interesting. Indeed.
Making a mess here.
I was expected to make a mess because I put so much sauce in here. Nom nom. Oh boy. I would say that was fulfilling, but I'm stuffed. Oh. Oh. Also, now I got a runny nose. Hey! Let me catch it. You know, this music somehow reminded me of jazz punk. And I really should get jazz punk soundtrack. Oh. I really do wish the weather would be better. All this cold, hot, and rain, humid, it's not doing good for me. I've had a runny nose for 2 weeks now. And I don't even feel sick, it's just a runny nose. It's not even super hot in here. It's like it went up to only 16 Celsius today, but it's hot enough to cause the humidity to go up, and it's just icky. It's just been rainy, cloudy days these days. Like, hooray, summer solstice, no sun. Ooh. I mean, there was sunlight in the evening, but during the day it was just cloudy. I could just imagine how many barbecues got ruined because of rainy days. And that's what we do in summer solstice. We go outside, we go to friends, we go to families, and we barbecue the shit out of it. But with this kind of weather that we had the weekend, I highly doubt that there weren't that many barbecue parties. Probably not even that many bonfires to go look for. I was wondering that have I played Beast Lord? Yes, I have. It's shit. It's a shitty game. When the music ends, we go back to glorying for a quest.
Later.
Be waiting for a delivery all day. Anything special? I mean, usually here they actually inform that, hey, we're gonna be around this hour when they're gonna deliver. And they usually deliver in that window. New couch, rug, and table. Ah, it's that kind of service. Yeah, that can take a long time then.
Now, what would you like to know about?
Everything, lady. Everything. Apparently even stuff that I don't know about before.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Can we ask about the child?
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago.
Huh.
No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
I get a feeling it hasn't been for the good in the past years.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Don't worry about me. I got silver up the ass. I mean, magic up the ass. I mean, I've had plenty of magic. I'm a magic wizard. Ooh, sparkly, sparkly. Hey, Aspen.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous, and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it, so don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
Don't worry about it. I'll be fine.
Yeah, my husband and myself had run this shop for many, many years. My husband passed on now, but I keep it just the way he liked it. A well-run shop is a busy shop, he always used to say. Not very busy anymore, what with the swamp. But I try to keep it going the best I can. Mostly housewares, but a few items that might interest you.
Yeah, I already got the items that interested me.
You be careful. We don't need you going around stirring up trouble after all. Got enough as it is. If you do find something interesting, you let me know, of course, won't you?
Of course. Also, it is kind of interesting, Gofutsu, that it's this late and they haven't delivered your items. I mean, it's almost 8 p.m. Usually at this time, they would not even deliver anymore. I mean, they would inform you that they're going to deliver it tomorrow. I mean, they do have their own schedule and they don't want to disturb people after a certain hour. I mean, if they do come to your doorstep in 1 hour from now, it will be weird. That's for sure.
Goodbye. Or, as my dear departed Boris used to say, may the winds blow fair at your beck.
May the wind be on your back. That's an old Tauren saying that you're saying. They sent me a message that it might take for as long as until 2055, so in 1 hour. That's what I thought. Like I said, that's weird. But I guess they've had a very busy day.
You've entered a small but nicely furnished country inn. Stairs lead up to the guest bedrooms. The floor is covered with sawdust and peanut shells. The barrel contains the few shells that manage to land in it. The innkeeper stares at you with an expression of fear and astonishment. It is several seconds before he speaks.
This is the Hotel Mordavia. Rooms here are 15 kopecks for room and board. Pay for 1 week in advance.
Great,
Your room
roll
will
on
be
your
the first
R's.
room at the top of the stairs. When you want food in the morning or evening, just sit down over there by the door.
Pay the innkeeper for your room and board.
Thank you for your payment.
Thank you for your service. Where's the Zelda when you need him to tell you which tune this was? Because I've forgotten.
You're in the Hotel Mordavia. It's your basic, run-of-the-mill inn. But they forgot the mill and nobody's running too far. The innkeeper looks rather grim. Life in Mordavia has obviously not been kind to him.
It's Mordavia, not Mordavia.
They stare at you in astonishment.
You say you are a hero. Well, we will judge you here by your actions rather than your words.
Well, I don't know what words are, so I don't know how I can impress you with them. I'll just try to make sure that I have some words. Blah 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 blah.
Magic is a very dangerous thing. We do not trust those who use or are used by magic.
Of course.
Make certain you do not give us any more cause for alarm.
I'll make sure that I will treat you just like I treated the Simbani people, with respect and no magic. This voice actor played a number 5 phone guy and the beignet vendor in Gabriel 9-1, Sins of the Fathers. Interesting.
The Hotel Mordavia has been in my family for generations. It is the only place to be when darkness falls at night. Everything else is closed, and even we lock the doors. You must knock if you wish to come in.
It's always fun. People say that when the darkness falls in the night. I mean, it would be kind of surprised if the brightness fell in the night. Like, it's nighttime. Why is the sun up?
My name is Yuri Markarov. My wife's name is Bella. We are the owners of this inn.
Good to meet you, Yuri Makarov. Wouldn't that be a great name, Gunfutsu? that his name would be Yuri Makkara. Makkara in Finnish means sausage. Although if his name had another K, it would be Markkarov. Markkara. Markka is the old currency in Finland. Finnish mark. Well, then again, it could be the German mark, because they are Eastern.
If you climb the stairs, your room is the first door on the right. The doors of the inn close before nightfall, so make sure you are always back before sunset.
Nah, I'll be here whenever I want.
Make certain you are back in town before dusk. The gates of the town will close solidly to keep out any dangers.
I wonder if I need to be back here before nightfall. I'm not sure enough yet. Tell me more. Do I need to come back here before nightfall? It's the only thing he keeps saying. Come on, you have something more to say.
The Burgomeister is the mayor of the town. You will be wise to listen to what he says and stay out of trouble.
Oh, the first one? Nah. The second one? Definitely not. I'm a hero. I go into trouble.
There is not much for sale at the shop next door, but you may find something you need there.
I already got the things I needed.
The monastery is to the north of here. It has been abandoned for many, many years, but it has a bad reputation. No one in town will go near it. And if you have any sense, neither will you.
Oh, that's one of the things that I'm missing to be a hero. No sense.
There are many ill things that roam this valley by night. Make certain that you never have to meet them. Never venture into the forest by night.
Three of the townsmen huddle together. They keep looking in your direction as they talk. You suspect that they are saying something not particularly complimentary about you.
Or maybe something interesting. I would like to hear.
Warm fire blazes in the hearth. This giant wild boar's head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar.
Oh, what a bore.
You're in the Hotel Mordavia.
Greetings, good sirs.
I am Hans. Pleasure's all yours. I'm a farmer of pumpkins and corn and a person of great importance here in lovely Mordavia.
Okay, I'm Jim
Listen,
Cummings.
I'm telling you, Igor's death must be avenged.
Alright, Wacko.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ivan, an elephant herder. Unfortunately, there are no more elephants in Mordavia, so business has kind of fallen off a tad.
Okay, Neil Ross. Not the only one. This always has looked very cozy. I would love to be in a place like that. And yes, those are the voice actors that I just said that are here. Jim Cummings, Neil Ross, and Jess Harnell, aka Wacko Maniac from the Animaniacs. Ivan here is Neil Ross, Hans, the big guy, is Jim Cummings, and the third one is Wacko. I mean, Jess Harnell has done other voice acting, but I don't remember what roles he's played. I only know him as Wacko Warner. The Warner Brothers. But I know that he's done a lot of voice acting. Yeah, like 422. Yeah, he's done a lot. Hey, Swede. This guy reminded me of a joke. I'd like to hear it.
Bruh.
Guys, is it just me or is Mordavia a wonderful place?
Yeah, that's Jim Cummings, alright.
Oh, are you kidding? It's the greatest. There's many places to go, things to see. Are you kidding?
Right. Let's not forget that scenic cemetery to the east of town.
Everyone here's nothing but grins. Real friendly.
Yeah, except we don't know you. We don't like strangers.
Or anyone else that's weird and doesn't belong.
Neil Ross definitely sounds different from being a narrator for Leisure Suit Larry. A smart aleck goes into a restaurant which has a sign boasting, "We serve anything," so he asks for roast elephant and chips and smiles as he waits for them to fail. The waiter comes back to him sometime later, looking worried. The smart aleck says, "What's the matter? No roast elephant?" The waiter sheepishly said, "No, it's not that, sir. We actually ran out of potatoes." That's a good one.
Rumors. You talking to me? What rumors?
Huh. There are no
We ain't got
rumors
no
here.
stinking rumors.
Unless you count the rumor that the castle is owned by...
Horse patootie. There
Horse
are no
patootie.
rumors in Mordavia to speak of.
Horse patootie.
Another visitor.
Stay alive. Stay alive. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank
The town of Mordavia is a quiet place.
Filled with friendly, joyful, stinky people.
Yeah, I can see that. Stinky.
Well, I'm not
special.
so sure about the friendly part.
Uh-huh.
We tend to be very suspicious of strangers like you.
I've noticed.
Yeah, well, anyway, the town is filled with joyful and stinky people.
Stinky, I still
Yeah,
believe.
happy, joyful, and stinky people.
Stinky, I still believe.
Well, I wouldn't call us particularly joyful.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, most of us are pretty glum.
I've noticed.
Oh, very well, all right, then Mordavia is filled with people, you know, stinky ones.
Stinky people.
Yeah, many stinky people.
Stinky.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it many. There actually aren't very many of us around here.
So you're just stinky.
Oh, forget it. Well, at least he stinks.
At least he stinks. Well said there, Jim Cummings. Well said. Welcome back, Gabriel.
They stare at you in a...
You say you are... The first door at the top of the stairs leads to your room. My wife will serve you supper in the evening.
My wife. My wife! Turned into Borat there.
It's 2 days...
Yeah, it's doing introduce magic. This is what I needed. Still early morning in day one. Can I at least get some breakfast?
No, don't sit there. You'll never know when an elephant will wander in.
Yeah. Might happen any moment. Let's at least go check our room.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. The furnishings are sparse, but the bed isn't bad and the room seems pretty clean. The window opens out onto the back of the inn. A narrow ledge runs under it on the outside.
Oh. Alright.
The furnishings are the bed is adequate, but nothing to take home with you. After you leave, they'll probably put a plaque on it reading something like, "Hero slept here."
Most likely not.
Assuming, that is, that you leave in one piece and with your throat intact. Not necessarily a good assumption.
One Piece! Luffy!
Garlic braids festoon the room, adding that certain special ambiance of Gilroy in the spring to the room.
I wouldn't mind this much garlic in my room.
You don't need that much garlic. Besides, it lends a certain air to the room, don't you think? You don't need that. The lamp dimly illuminates your bedroom. Lamp oil is included in the rent.
Good. What about bathroom? And shower? Oh, the 3 left. It's just close to the camera.
So, you are still around, are you? When are you leaving Mordavia?
When I feel like it, not when you feel like it. I'm my own man, good sir, and nothing you say can make me go away. I will fart in your face. I shall leave Mordavia immediately. One simply does not walk into Mordavia.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street. Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street. There is definitely something not right about this structure.
Gothic. Still love that sound effect. Freaking laser sounds.
This is a bas-relief of a strange creature. It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles. You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you.
Then it's not an octopus, it's a sectopus.
It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower.
Not that wall.
How did they get those huge stones to stay in place?
Super glue.
Through the archway you can see the east side of the town, a residential area. There is a small, grimy window set high in the wall. You don't notice any... You can't see much through the filthy window. It looks pretty much as... It's an advertisement for Igor's headstone business. From the hump on his back to his twisted body, this is either the Hunchback of Notre Dame, a mad scientist lab assistant, a gravedigger, or an Elvis impersonator.
I'm not sure about the last one. I don't think Elvis had a hump. Hey, 3 minutes.
That's Igor's current tombstone masterpiece. He's been having trouble keeping ahead of business lately.
And also it's pronounced Igor.
The headstone carver stares at you and then goes back to work.
Great conversation.
You introduce yourself to the gravedigger.
Me, Igor.
Simple. Like it. Not food, Swede. Furniture.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
I mean, that makes sense. And also, hello there, Jeff Bennett.
Town Mordavia, this north part of town.
Yeah, well, when somebody asks what you having, that usually indicates that you're asking about food. Because having is like, you're gonna eat it. But then again, we don't know, maybe he wants to eat the couch, the rug, and the table. Lots of fiber. Delicious, and sprinkle a little garlic on there, and a little oregano on that, and plenty of ketchup on that one. Oh yeah. How else would I ask a question that lets me know what he is having delivered in this scenario? What did you order? That's a good way of having it, you know, being as vague as possible, because ordering means anything. And also, did Igor fall asleep there?
This day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
Good one.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Would you believe that the voice of Igor here is also the voice of Johnny Bravo? Yeah, that's Jeff Bennett, the voice of Johnny Bravo.
Hey, there sure are a lot of skeletons in here. Quick,
That's a raid.
pull the head off one and stick me on top of the spine. Oh, please.
Hey, Piton! That's a way to welcome the raid, isn't it? A burp. Hey, Piton! Hello, everybody. My favorite, too. What were you up to? Were you continuing, what was it? Might have Magic 6? I was doing other stuff today, so I missed out on your stream. The three dudes in the tavern all sounded like bad Jack Nicholson impressionists. Jim Cummings, Neil Ross, and Jess Arnell. As in, well, Jim Cummings. Neil Ross is the narrator. Was the narrator for Leisure Suit Larry 6 and 7, and of course Wacko Warner from Animaniacs. Yep, MM6. They're growing powerful, I can imagine. I mean, I finished Leisure Suit Larry 6 before this. So that's why it's a surprise to hear Neil Ross doing a completely different character in this game. I've only played this game before every time without the CD version, the floppy version with no speech. But this time I decided to go with it, and I am enjoying the heck out of it because they got so much talent in this.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Again.
Still can't believe that that's Jeff Bennett. He is the voice of Johnny Bravo, among other things. And also pretty much that's my voice for Dooley. What other voices from the 90s did Mr. Bennett do? I know he was in a lot of stuff, especially in the 90s. I mean, he still does a lot of work. But what was it especially that I remember him from? Was he one of the turtles? Can't remember if he was one of the turtles. Oh, he was the Scarecrow in Toonstruck. And Jim and Spike, right. Toonstruck is another game that I should play again. Great one. No, Jeff Bennett wasn't one of the turtles. That's for sure. I just always, you know, curious about seeing who voiced what in something that I haven't heard before, and then check out their IMDb page. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm not talking with Igor over here. Still need to play Toonstruck. Highly recommend. It's a great game. It's okay, Bittelman. Get your food. Enjoy your food.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town. Igor not no doctor make strange things in lab. Igor not no funny man in inn not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Did you play Toonstruck quite recently? I'm pretty sure it was way longer before than I remember. It's been years. It was still the time when you had your original name, Mr. Horrible. I remember your original name, Swede.
Bad building. No, go there. Bad, bad, bad.
You sure about that? That is bad.
Oh, this day job. Also work. Town Mordavia. This north part of town.
He's smart.
He looks at you and then goes back to work.
A man of many words, isn't he? Horrible stream for you, or is that someone else? No, that was sweet. Yep. I feel like I'm gonna find a bloody note after that comment. I know your name. Oh, that's it. I know your original name. I don't know your name now. How does that make sense? Never had a knack for name. Well, this one is better than a horrible stream for you.
It's completely silent beyond the door. The door is locked.
Building was Adventurers Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
Got a key for it?
Building was...
The door is locked.
I don't have a key. At least I don't see one. I thought he would give me a key. Score is 29. Let's see.
It's too dangerous to...
I can't use magic in here, so I can't. Maybe I need to talk to the Burgermeister about getting a key.
Igor probably paid very little for his shovel. It looks dirt cheap.
Why did they cut off his laugh? I wanted to hear the rest of that wheeze. Especially since I didn't even stream. Well, I did like once or twice for shits and giggles, but still. I mean, not everybody has
Do you need something? Or are you
Imagination.
bothering me on general principles?
for names.
What do you want from me this time?
Got a key? You know, for the Adventurers Guild? So I can get in.
The old Adventurers Guild is at the
Adventure.
north end of town. It has been abandoned for many years, since we have not had many adventurers who could cross the swamp.
Uh-huh.
Seeing as you are supposed to be an adventurer, here, have a key to the guild door. Perhaps you can find something of use there.
Finally, got the keys.
Be careful out in the forest. It can be very dangerous there.
I would have thought that you would say, please go to the forest. It's very dangerous out there.
Try to avoid getting into trouble. I would not like to have you in my jail, after all.
I'm not looking for that kind of trouble.
Unlock the door using the key the Burgomeister gave you.
You're in.
This desk holds the adventurer's logbook, a quill pen, and an inkwell.
I hope I will sign it with a flourish. It's only in the first game.
You sign your name into the adventurer's logbook with a flourish.
Yes!
It's almost become a habit by now.
Ah, but it doesn't appear in the second and third game. It's only in the first and this.
You read in the adventurer's log about some of the exploits of past adventurers in Mordavia. Prominent among them is the story of Pyotr and the Dark One's cult. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells how he led the armies against the Chernovi cult outside the Dark One's cave. The fighters were trained soldiers, but the cult members fought like madmen. Suddenly, the cult members changed their forms and became grotesque monsters. Many of the soldiers panicked and ran. The battle was nearly lost. Then Pyotr heard the voice of Irana. "By all my will, I banish you to..." The voice was cut off. The cult members screamed and ran. Pyotr entered the cave and searched for some sign of life. All he could find were the grotesque remains of cult members. The only sign of Irana was her magical staff lying on the ground. Pyotr picked it up and left the cave, knowing that Irana was beyond his help. Pyotr then tells how he brought the staff back to town and placed it in the town square. A garden of flowers instantly sprang up around it. Near the end of the book, Pyotr tells that he was going to seek out the rituals of the Dark One and destroy them. There are no later entries.
I feel like that Pyotr wasn't able to do it.
That would be a lot easier if the desk had a drawer.
Huh. Then why is the option there?
It's a rare example of the deadly Moldavian moose, distinguishable by its long, fang-like canines. Someone has strung garlic around its neck, probably in hopes that it will stay on the wall.
So those aren't canines, huh? Alright. So it's a weremoose.
There is an empty picture frame above the bookshelf. Either somebody thought the wall itself was a piece of art, or a thief has been at work here. A finely crafted sword rests within this case, but there doesn't seem to be a door or any way to open the case. A plaque reads, "Break glass in emergency."
Well, we're not in emergency and I can't use a sword.
There are a number of books on the shelf, including Hero Magazine's Golden Guild Guide to Mordavia, Flora, Fauna, and Folklore. Then there's Talk Fu, the Martial Arts Pronunciation Guide. You see an exercise book, Essential Exercise. Build strong legs with the Bigfoot Stair Stepper.
You mean this machine over here?
One of the books is a thin pamphlet entitled Famous Castles of All Ages.
Let me guess, just one page.
Right. This one talks about climbing skills for upwardly mobile adventurers.
Not our
It
thing.
seems to be targeted at fighters and paladins.
Yep. We use magic.
Oh, there's one for mages. Creative casting concepts. Which book do you want to read? The book is all about using spells in unusual and creative ways, such as calming a fire, using alternate flame and frost spells to make something brittle and break, and so on. You pick up a number of useful tips which will improve your spellcasting.
Did my stats go up? Yeah, my magic went up by a lot. And also intelligence went up by 1. My magic improved by 25 points after reading that book. Alright. You keep lasering that gravestone. Hey, Drew Stu. Stats seem overpowered. Not to this game. Well, pretty much my magic is currently the highest, which it should be. Vitality is over 300 as well, but all the other stats... My agility and strength is... Well, I'm a wizard, so I don't need those. But still, they're pretty much the minimum as it can be. Like, luck and honor are 200, which is the minimum stat you can have in this game. So I'm not overpowered that much, only in magic.
You don't notice anything.
And it's only a little bit.
You don't notice. The archway leads to the northern section of town. The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find.
It's gonna be interesting once I get into fights to see how well I will do with such high magic already. Yep, always. I play all these games. If I had created a character for this game, the basic stats would be there. So it would be like 200 and 250 depending on which class you choose, and you would have 100 points to allocate to the stats. But this guy has been through all games. The great adventurer and hero, Dudley. His name is Dudley.
It looks pretty much as you'd expect. It looks like a gigantic stone nose. Who knows what it really means? The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he practices.
Psychology.
The windows stare back at you like eyes in the living wall. Well, they don't really, it's just a simile, you know.
You're a simile.
The door lintel looks almost like a moustache. You don't notice it. Okay, let's get this straight. If the windows are eyes, and there's a nose and a moustache above the door, then the door must be a mouth. Dope.
I mean,
A
you're
set
going
of
in...
brightly colored pull ropes hangs down in front of the door. Or maybe they're just stray moustache hairs.
Or maybe a very long nose hair.
You greet the old man.
Good day. Have you seen my Anna?
That's Cam Clark. It has to be Cam Clark.
I am Nikolai. Have you seen my Anna?
Yeah, that's Cam Clark. Yeah. I recognize that voice anywhere.
Anna. Have you seen my Anna?
I get the feeling he has a one-trick mind.
I am looking for Anna. Have you seen Anna?
You tell the old man goodbye.
If you see Anna, tell her I am looking for her.
I'll keep that in mind. Really tried to be I guess we're having the encounters of the third kind. Or opening a door to Moonraker.
You are in a totally weird place. This hallway gives you a strange feeling of Vuja Day. The sense that you've never been anywhere like here before, but maybe will someday.
I've been to a place like this before.
It's a truly impressive, original, multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust. The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway. It reminds you of a porthole minus the glass cover, so it's definitely not a glass of port. The sign says, "This is the key maze." There's a sign on the door. It says, "Warning, do not open without appropriate precautions." This strange device is labeled Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. I wonder if that stands for something. Be careful, it might be a trap.
It's a trap. Are you? Not what I was expecting to see him. That the statue was chewing on a bubble gum.
You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings. How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well, several times.
Hello? Antwerps! My worst nightmare.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped.
Yeah, I noticed.
Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
Yeah, but I'm sure it still hurt. Welcome to the Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. If the animal is not in the area, you'll just have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. Let's start by identifying your animal, okay? Yes. Is it alive? Yes. Is it fast? Yes. Is it vicious? Yes. Run away and let it catch you. Alive, fast, vicious, no. Silly, yes. Ha! You're trying to catch a flying aardvark! Is it silly? No. If it's not silly, why bother catching it? Alive? Just move faster than it does then. Anybody else hating this machine now? Then you need a shovel, not a trap.
You are in it. You are in it. You are.
Damn it.
You are in it. It's a cute little bouncing baby Antwerp. And we're very impressed that you managed to catch one long enough to look at it. That didn't do it.
Come on, Antwerps.
That... The Antwerp has a soft, delicate fur over a basically rubbery base. No one seems to be listening. Try opening the side doors. That will give you an idea as to what you need to trap.
Live. Yes. Fast, yes. Vicious, yes. What am I supposed to do here, huh? There's gotta be something that I'm missing here. Bleh. Bleh.
The sign on the door says, Dr. Cranium's Private Laboratory. Entrance by prior appointment or demonstration of superior intelligence only.
Huh. So I can't just open the door, huh?
You hear mysterious bubbling and sizzling noises. Every once in a while you think you hear someone muttering to himself. You faintly hear a voice saying, "Don't knock! Come on in!" from beyond the door.
Oh. Huh. There we go.
The door remains securely locked.
At least now I know where the keyhole is. I just need the key.
That didn't do... You don't hear anything behind this door.
Alright.
There is no response to your knock.
Alright.
Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat. or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
Well, we got Antwerps. I just need to capture one. I really hate this machine. You're trying to catch a flying aardvark? No. You obviously have a craving for chocolate mousse? No. You aren't looking for an Antwerp, are you? Yes. You surely don't mean a full-size adult Antwerp, do you? No. Bouncing baby Antwerps are avid avocado eaters. I see. So let's put a ration in there then.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway.
Same here.
The trap starts working. You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
Well, it'll be amazing soon because I'm gonna use it in the maze.
The Antwerp has a soft, delicate fur over a basically rubbery base.
Thank you. Your Antwerp has now been processed. Do you wish to identify another animal? Yes. Does it have legs? No. Is it yellow, slimy, and banana-shaped? No. Does it float? Does it float? Tastes like how I imagine freshly cut grass to taste. Yeah, but I still would eat freshly cut grass over avocado myself. Yeah, I don't like it, like the taste of it at all. I tried it and I was like, ugh. Texture and the taste, bleh. Ah, sounds like you need a ceramic coffee mug. Try sprinkling a little sugar and cream in the receptacle. No legs, not banana shape. Does it float? Yes. A styrofoam coffee cup. Sorry, but they're environmentally unsound. Besides, styrofoam hasn't been invented yet. Okay, yes. Yes, it has legs. Does it have more than one leg? Yes. More than two? Yes. 3? Yes. 4? Yes. This is getting tricky. Does your animal have more than 5 legs? Yes. Does it have exactly 6 legs? Yes. Does it look like a cross between an octopus and a squid, only with fewer tentacles? Yes. Well, hexapods mostly eat heroes. Sound like a good idea to you? No. I was wondering. Well, in a pinch, a clove of garlic will do.
This is the Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
Huh. Damn it.
The Antwerp has found a hole in the space-time continuum.
Shit. Almost there.
Congratulations. You've
Got it.
used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
I love the smell of freshly cut grass as well. Such a good smell.
The sign on the door. Great! You've managed to find Dr. Cranium's keyhole and open the door. You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
Quickly, Igor, the fluid. I must have the fluid.
I'm not Igor.
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes. Now then, what can I do for you?
That's true. When a fruit tastes like that, it's just weird. It's just not a good way. What was it that was made out of avocado? Was it guacamole? Guacamole. Some guac. As far as I remember, it is. That's why I've never liked guac. It's avocado. It still tastes shitty. Wow, 32 Celsius. Holy shit. Send some of that here. I want the warmth.
You are in an incredibly cluttered laboratory. Flasks, vials, jars, and tubing cover every surface. Experiments are in progress everywhere.
It's been nothing but 15 to 18 Celsius here and cloudy and rainy. I hate it. Like, this has been a really cold June. Really cold. 35 Celsius, oh god. I hope you survive, Gabriel. Just remember, keep a lot of water around. And if it gets too hot, dip your feet in water. Have yourself a foot bath. That helps to regulate your temperature. That's what I've done when it's been a really hot summer day. Dip your feet into. Don't make it too cold water. Make it like just a little lower than lukewarm. It has to be cool, but not cold.
You are in an Now wait just a sec. A contraption looking nothing quite so much as a giant ray gun points towards the operating table. Now wait just a second. There's no such thing as a ray gun in Mordavia, is there?
Well, it's right there.
You are in an... Some sort of complicated scientific experiment is going on here. Could it be a quest for the perfect cup of tea?
Or maybe it's the perfect cup of coffee?
Dr. Cranium likes to stay ahead of his competitors. It looks like a giant boiler. The chain attached to it looks like it activates some sort of release valve.
I don't know what the future holds for Finland. I haven't really checked weather forecast for... The best I can get with the app that I have is 15 days. Like right now it's gonna start raining. It's gonna be a heavy rain night. Gonna rain tomorrow. In the evening it's gonna get some sunlight, but today rain, tomorrow rain, Wednesday rain, Thursday and Friday a little bit of sun, rain, rain. So just rainy days ahead. It's a very cold June. The highest that it might go is on Thursday, up to 20. So I wonder if it has like the 15-day forecast. Seems like that once we hit July, it's gonna get hot. At least according to this, it's gonna be the first week. It's gonna be like sunny and up to 20 Celsius. Boy, I hope so. I am so tired of this awful weather. It's freaking summer, and all we are getting is freaking rain. See ya, Drew. Then again, there's nothing quite like settling in with a nice video game on a late, rainy, thundery night. Well, no thunder here, but definitely rain. And here we are with a cozy game. Cozy.
It's a beaker full of eyes, and they all seem to be looking at you.
It's eyes and a brain. Are you trying to create RoboCop 2 here?
Glass globes of unknown intent hang in nets from the ceiling. It looks for all the world like a medieval moonshine still. But Dr. Cranium is far too intelligent to drink alcohol, so he must be developing a new fuel or something.
A new form of formaldehyde.
Dr. Cranium has an orderly personality, so he likes to arrange things in tables. Even mad scientists' labs need fireplaces to keep warm in this climate. Dr. Cranium looks considerably more like a demented wizard or mad scientist than a real scientist. Despite his white hair, you suspect that he's no more than middle-aged. He also seems to have developed a significant paunch. Root beer belly, no doubt.
Dr. Cranium. Electricity, I see. Or magic.
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
Jeff Bennett again.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return. My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Mordavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
You happen to have an... Well, I can tell you, Dr. Cranium, that there might be a descendant of yours in the future that is as mad as you.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic. Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen. I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
Of course, don't you know anything about science?
If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make sure you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science. Oh, you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one.
Last one?
Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
Gargoyle. Gargoyle. Of all things. What I need is the manual. This is copy protection here. Did I not download the manual? Idiot. Just a moment, gonna get the manual. Boom, biddy, biddy, biddy. Alright, gargoyle. What do I need for gargoyle? One pizza. Water and 2 earth.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
I hope so.
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry about that there, Dr. Cranium. So rudely interrupted. Ossipi. Ossipi. Windows, just stop. Let's go away. Stop. Get some help. Earth, fair, pizza, Earth, und the Fire.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
You ask Dr. Cranium...
Of course, of course.
Oh!
Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza.
Of course. Pizza is the most important element.
Earth is for solidity and stability. Air gives freedom and movement. Fire provides power and energy. Water, fluidity, and life. Pizza, of course, is the most important element of all.
Yep.
Pizza represents the essence of well-roundedness and regaining strength. Most importantly, you can have it delivered in under half an hour in most areas. A hypothesis is a scientific guess. One predicts the result of an operation, performs an experiment to test the prediction, then has a pizza to celebrate the result. It is very important to stay flexible, however. Sometimes the experiment may give a different result than predicted by the hypothesis. Since real scientists don't like to make mistakes, we always write the hypothesis in pencil. pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific formulae. There is a nearly infinite variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials. Besides, science is hungry work.
Sure.
There is, of course, no such thing as magic. There is only science. Still, you would be amazed at how gullible some people are. Just the other day, someone gave me this scroll saying it was a magical spell. Can you believe that? It is purest poppycock. Nothing on here makes any sense whatsoever. Here, you may have this as a reminder that magic is a figment of fevered imagination. Only science is real.
Obviously, Dr. Cranium needs to take a correspondence course from the famous wizard school. As you read the scroll, you find that you have learned the incantations and gestures with which to cast a glide spell. Then the scroll vanishes.
There, you see, it was not even a very good piece of parchment. Fell right apart.
Yes, it fell apart because it was extremely frail paper. Science.
Igor is the gravedigger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work.
So Igor's business has been very slow lately. It's not, not a surprise. Not that many people around here.
Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know. I like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
Well, good thing we don't live here and we're stupid enough to go outside.
Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business. You might say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star. Then again, you might not.
Rockstar.
The cemetery is outside of town to the east. It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments. There are also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved there.
Cryptic puzzles in the cemetery. Of course. Why does everybody have to be so freaking punny here?
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to brew the perfect cup of tea.
Ah, so even the narrator was right. He is trying to get the perfect tea.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh. The one alchemical combination that I have thus far been unable to fully analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I'm sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects of nature, but the results have not been promising so far. Perhaps you would like a cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea? I thought not. This is even harder than rehydration solution and reviving dead tissue.
Have you ever tried just normal tea leaves? Boiling water? Soak them in there. Spearmint and beefsteak. What the heck is wrong with this guy?
Research is the heart and soul of science. Without constant experimentation to prove or disprove one's hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results.
It might be too complicated for him. No, it's too simple for him. He has to do it the hard way. He can't just simply put tea leaves in water and let it soak there for a while to get the perfect tea. He has to experiment with different kinds of flavors and other stuff. You know, hypotheses.
I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road out of the valley became closed by the swamp. Mad? Mad? They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how I get so little respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad.
Alright. How about insane scientist then?
You explain to Dr. Cranium that magic is really a lot like science, and even deals with the same elements.
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued.
You say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out.
I'll do my best. No promises. Beef tea actually
Come back
exists?
and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
I don't think I would be able to drink beef tea.
He looks at you. The headstone.
How about we visit this monastery over here?
The Hectopus seems somehow calmer as you present the Dark One sign to it. You get the feeling that there's something it wants you to do with the sign.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Uh-oh.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
Seafood snack? The Hectopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Fortunately for it, but not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door.
The Hectopus...
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
The Hectopus seems somehow calmer as you present the Dark One sign to it. You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
Brand called Bovril, which is basically that. It's an old Victorian thing, apparently. It was considered healthy like chicken soup. Huh.
This is a no longer used monastery. The furnishings are in poor condition, and the carpet and drapes are faded and threadbare. The symbols of the Dark One make this an uncomfortable place to be. This carving shows a scorpion ready to sting. The bas-relief depicts a scarab beetle, sacred to the Shapirians as the keeper of the sun, mostly due to certain unsavory habits having to do with dung balls. This terrifying relief depicts some sort of gargoyle or demon head. No matter where you move, you could swear that it's watching you. This carving depicts a cavernous, hungry-looking mouth. Here, two bones have been crossed, as on a pirate flag. This relief depicts a single, huge drop of blood. This relief shows a storm cloud, evidently representing the concept of a breath. This is a bas-relief image of a heart. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you can almost see it pulse. This place is making you see all sorts of things, actually. This is a no longer you.
So those are just 5 of the elements. 3 missing.
It's a 6-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapus. This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving. It doesn't say no one. It doesn't burn. That's funny. The strange 6-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
Holy hungry hexapods! Hector Hexapod had a hunch. That hapless hero was his lunch. Since you brought no better fare, he chose to eat you dinner there. Well, let's take a hint and give him some garlic.
Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself in the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now. The fireplace looks as though it hasn't been used in years. There are no logs on the log holders, nor is there any sign of ashes or other debris. This is an antique brass log holder. There doesn't seem to be anything special about this one. There are some small scratches on the stone underneath this brass log holder.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Open sesame!
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold.
Open!
Mingled with the sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Very cozy.
The walls of this creepy place glisten with liquid, as if they were oozing with the blood of ancient sacrifices. It's cold down here, as if all your body warmth was being leached away from you. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them. The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents. Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
A woozle, lavooz, oozlav. Maybe it's called oozlav. Woozla. Ozlavo.
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out Necrophilicon. What could that mean?
Well, it's not the Necronomicon.
Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for Of the Love of Death. Ugh. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book.
Nah, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna take a closer look at the book and everything will be fine.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You could almost swear you saw it move. The title says, Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere?
Oh. Case and book closed. Maybe you should have judged this book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you.
The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous stains.
Everything is spotted with that here.
These bizarre creatures are only stone carvings, you hope. The desk is, naturally, locked.
Don't worry, I have my means and ways and means and do's to open it. There we go.
A swirling cloud of undoubtedly poisonous gas surrounds the desk for a few seconds after your spell opens it. Then the cloud subsides.
Well, at least I didn't die.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers. The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul. The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the Hangman's Tree, and guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it.
Uh-huh.
The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping. Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
Lovely.
The huge barrel is labeled
Cask of Amontillado. Or it should be a cask of heavy reference.
You tap the huge cask of Amontillado.
See how sweet.
This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Yeah, it's the Sierra logo mountain. Very purpley here today. I'm guessing that's the dark one.
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet.
And hopefully it will not be.
A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Yeah, because it's not time yet. That was easy to get the first ritual. Apparently I can already burn this place down, but it won't give me any points, and I should have to do everything here before I do that.
You
I'm not even
retrieve the
gonna bother.
Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Almost evening. We are truly adventuring now when this music plays.
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Maybe we can go check the castle before we go to sleep. What are you trying to remember? You're in a dangerous place all alone, or you're all alone in a dangerous place?
A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Mordavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Sorry to hear that, Jim. Boris. I don't remember.
This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait. Far in the distance, you can see a grim but majestic castle.
Also reminds me of the castle of Sleeping Beauty.
2 tall towers support the castle gate and block any other path to the road. A heavy gate. The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
It is so difficult to get past the swamp which blocks the pass to and from the valley.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
haven't had a stranger here since the rains created the swamp several years ago.
Several years ago.
You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here. I am Boris Stovich. I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the Keystone Speaker?
I don't know. You tell me.
This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Mordavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years. Mordavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Mordavia. The name means Dark Valley.
So they have Hotel Mordavia in Mordavia, which is in Mordavia. Great naming. Hey, Mr. Eridan. You are really on your own in a very dangerous place. Yeah, it's the same tune, that place. Yep, that's why I said that we're off to a real adventure now.
The heads of the Borgov family were the boyars of Mordavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Mordavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse.
When did the time begin for darkness?
Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain.
Oh yeah, I'm Baron then. Yep.
I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there.
And how do you know who has
There's
hired
the
you?
master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards.
Hey,
Beyond that, I really can't say.
Famous adventurer. Is it famous adventurer in Quest for Glory 5? He's the one that you can talk, the old guy riding in that one little room on the beach.
I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her.
Why does this guy's voice remind me of that song Monster Mash? Well, he kind of speaks like that, and it's Jim Cummings. That's the Jim Cummings voicing this character. You know, Tigger and Winnie the Pooh. Peter Gunn in Goof Troop. And so many characters. In video games, I know him mostly as Minsk from Baldur's Gate.
Party power activated.
The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that.
Yeah, nice one.
He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat.
Funny hat?
He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory.
Sounds like a wizard.
I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter.
Did you write that one too?
The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north, and you will find the gates of the town.
I know, I just came from there.
I am the gate at night. This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission.
Necrotaurs. Great.
Farewell, and may you find whatever you seek.
Thanks.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
Thanks. Are we gonna hear the guitar music? No. No chase music. Well, eagle friend. I still call it an eagle friend, even though it's a hawk. I mean, I know it's a hawk, but for some reason I keep calling him an eagle friend. I started it with the first time I played this, and I'm still keeping it. I'm not changing. He will always stay as eagle friend. I mean, hawk friend just doesn't sound good enough. Eagle friend? Perfect.
No, don't sit there.
Ah, so you are back.
No, I'm front.
I know little of the forest, for I seldom leave my inn. You should speak with the Burgomeister. Perhaps he can tell you more about it.
Well, he's kind of reluctant to tell me anything.
I do not gossip.
Pardon me.
I am well, as always.
Good to hear.
Besides the ones that come in here in the evening, there are quite a few others. You probably have met the shopkeeper, the gravedigger, and the Burgomeister.
Yes.
And then there's Nikolai, and that crazy Dr. Cranium.
I wouldn't call him crazy. He's just eccentric.
He is a harmless old man who wanders around looking for his dead wife. It must be a shame to grow old all alone.
I have the perfect emote these days for Cedric. From Freddy Farkas.
Dr. Cranium came to Mordavia several years before the swamp closed off the pass. No one knows much about him, but no one trusts him. It is rumored that he conducts strange experiments.
I won't say anything about his experiments.
The shopkeeper knows everything that goes on in town. She also makes a delicious avocado and garlic sandwich, which she sells as rations.
I actually tried that. I actually made an avocado garlic sandwich. It was disgusting, because I don't like avocado. But what I could surmise from it, I can't imagine some people actually liking it.
The Burgomeister keeps to himself and lives in his office.
So I've noticed.
The gravedigger is a strange one, though he is a good carver of tombstones and digger of graves.
I mean, it's his job.
The castle was once that of the boyar. Now we do not know who lives there.
They haven't introduced themselves?
This inn used to do a steady business before the swamp prevented traders and tourists from coming. Now we mostly make our money off of food and drink.
The innkeeper nods at you.
La 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 li li lu li lu la 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 la. Yo, Olga. Swap.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
I may have something.
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
I haven't even met a monster yet.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Mordavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Of course.
Yeah, my sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now.
Boris?
He was such a good man.
We have met a Boris, but I'm not sure if it's the same Boris. But he did say that his name is Boris Stovich, and her name is Olga Stovich. I think your husband is still alive. just didn't know.
What would you like to know about? Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house, except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it.
And the gatekeeper is her husband.
The doctor will blow us all up with one of those experiments of his. You mark my words.
Not gonna blow you up. Definitely bad things might happen.
You see, there used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember.
Not locked up anymore.
Our burgomaster is named Dimitri.
I know, he told me.
He is responsible for keeping order in the town, and he is very serious. But there was some scandal about his grandmother, but it was hushed up. He's a strange one, isn't he? Digging graves and carving tombstones during the day, helping that crazy Dr. Cranium at night. You know he's not up to any good. Decent folk have nothing to do with him.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich, and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Huh? Tell him he's a rotten no-goodnik.
Ah, so she has thought that he's been dead for 3 years. He just went to be the gatekeeper and never told her. Never sent a message. What an asshole.
Tell Olga.
You take care. As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
I'll ask him about that next time I see him.
What now?
I've got some questions.
What do you want from me this time?
Some answers, maybe? You got any?
The problem with adventurers guilds is that they attract adventurers. Adventurers tend to stir up trouble. I hope you will not cause trouble around here. I have been hearing all sorts of stories about you lately. No one is certain what to make of you. Yet.
Yeah, because I haven't done anything yet.
More sightseeing? Well, there was a lovely lake to the southwest of town that used to be very popular among young people, but I do not know what it's like now. To the east is the town cemetery. It is a morbid thing to visit, but tourists always wanted to see it when tourists were able to come here. To the southeast is Irana's garden. It is an enchanted meadow well worth visiting. However, Mordavia has become a very dangerous place since the swamps were formed. Do not ever travel at night. If you are far from town when it gets dark, try to make it to Irana's garden. It's the only place where you will be safe. I do not really want anything to happen to you. Be careful.
Well, at least he is honest.
Irana was a powerful magic user who was rumored to have come from somewhere near Mordavia.
Sorceress.
Her garden is supposed to be magical and keep anyone who stays there safe from harm.
Spellcaster.
Irana died here many years ago. Her staff in the center of town stands as her memorial. It is supposed to protect the town from evil and to have other magic besides. It is bad luck to speak of her death. If you must know, she died in that cave you say you came from. I'm not a superstitious man, but I will not talk more about the subject.
Don't worry, we learned about it reading the logbook at the Adventurers Guild.
It doesn't say.
Be careful out in the forest. It can be very dangerous there.
So you're gonna give me a sword then? I'll just change my name to Link.
Try to avoid getting into trouble.
I'll do my best. least it's nice to know that he doesn't want me to get hurt. Even if he doesn't just trust me. Can I just stand here for 10 minutes or an hour?
After some rest, you feel better.
Can I rest more?
After some rest, you feel better.
There. Officially evening.
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
Greetings, greetings.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
So, why can I not sit here and get a meal? There should be a chair here.
They all stare at you for a moment.
We do not believe in heroes in Mordavia.
Well, you should.
We have
because
no
there's one
need
here.
of heroes here.
You should. Because
Yeah,
there's one
I mean,
here.
a hero's a nice sandwich, but I don't want to live next door to one.
Actually, I had an uncle once who was a hero.
Neil Ross
Will
does a
you
good
give
Jack
me a
Nicholson
break with
expression.
all this hero
Impression.
stuff? Enough! My wife prepares and serves 2 hearty meals a day. I am sure you will find them satisfying.
Alright, let's sit down then. I forgot it's this chair. There's the wife.
Dinner tonight is garlic stew with vegetables.
Ooh. Lovely.
It's an anti-gravity machine. Well, maybe not exactly, but it does keep food and drinks from falling to the floor. You pick at your plate in search of any leftover garlic.
Anti-gravity machine. AKA a plate.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. After some rest, you...
Can I now go to sleep? There.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Did my stats go up while I was sleeping? Yep. I noticed my stamina meter went. My honor has gone up by 3. I don't know what I did to earn the 3 honor, but hey, I'll take it. Time for breakfast.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
Huh. I'll take the sausages and the garlic, leave the beets.
You pick at your...
I'm not a big beets fan. Not to mention beets are very messy.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
I haven't even fought one monster yet. But I'm sure on this day it's gonna change. We're gonna go explore the forest now. Eagle friend.
The majestic mountains in the background provide a beautiful contrast to the grim gravestones and crypts of the cemetery.
Well.
The inscription on this headstone reads, Michael Med bumped his head in another man's bed. Now he's dead. Rest in peace. Here lies the body of Carrie Nation, who answered a vampire's invitation. Now there's cause for lamentation, it was a fatal recreation. Arkan Tenor walked at night. Arkan saw his final sight. Now the question seems to be, what in the world did Tenor see?
That's the only 10 I see.
Here lies the spirit of Barney Blue. To his lover was untrue. So she knew just what to do. Fixed herself some Barney stew. This headstone reads, On a dare, Pasha Sperry spent the night in the cemetery. Something gave him such a fright that now he sleeps here every night. 2 spare coffins await their customers here. Apparently Igor has finally managed to get ahead of business. The legend on this crypt reads, Tomb of Ligeia. Someone important must have been buried here. The crest says Borgov. The occasional lightning flashes are probably just a special effect.
Huh.
This gravestone is marked, No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost, only her memory remains.
They always have puns and jokes in the gravestones, no matter what game.
Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
Yep. Now, where should I go next? There's my eagle friend. The distance.
You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area.
It also has great music in here. A great track.
You have come to a beautiful garden. The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit trees. Lovely flowers bloom throughout the garden.
Right.
The stream is wider and slower at this point. It almost looks like a small pond. You have come to a... The bridge connects the pathway to the central island. It's an ornate oriental lantern. You have come... A cobblestone pathway winds through the garden.
Oh, brother. There's gonna be a character here that we're gonna meet. I have no choice but to meet him. You hear, mate?
You don't notice anything? You don't... The bush looks a little strange, almost as though it is sitting rather than growing in its place.
You hear a giggle from behind the bush, and a squeaky voice asks, "Why not one and one make three? Tell me what you make of me." Reading, writing, wriggling game. Can you tell me what's my name? Rumpelstiltskin?
Tell the creature that you read about him in a book. His name is Rumpelstiltskin.
Give that one a second look. My name's in another book.
Ah, great. I need to read more of the books in the Adventurers Guild. I hope this is going to be like in King's Quest 1. You mean the Rumpelstiltskin thing? Nah, this is not Rumpelstiltskin. Something different. But we just don't know the name yet, so I need to go read up about it. I'm still surprised that I haven't met an enemy. Rumpelstiltskin. I just said it. Well, I mean, it is Rumpelstiltskin, but the name that you need to write in the original, it is complete nonsense. So no, nobody can remember that whole freaking code. If somebody does, it's hats off to them if they remember it all. It's one of the worst puzzles in the world.
Which book? As you scan through Hero, the Journal of General Job Adjusting, you find quite a bit of information that might be useful here. There are a series of articles about the land of Mordavia. The town originally grew up around Castle Borgov. The Borgovs were the boyars, or local noblemen, assigned the role of guarding the area from invaders. The chapter on fauna describes a number of interesting creatures. The Necritor is a vicious carnivore with big, sharp teeth. Some of the other monsters sound even more horrific. In the forest lives the Lishi,
there it
a
is.
creature known for playing practical jokes on travelers and playing riddle games, but which can also be helpful to those it likes. You learn about the Rosalka, the spirit of a murdered, unmarried woman. Such spirits are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They try to avenge themselves by drowning any man foolish enough to approach them. You could really learn a lot by reading this magazine thoroughly instead of just browsing through it. Isn't it nice that we included a complete copy in your game box?
Wink.
The book turns out to be an advertising brochure. It says, "I, Dr. Cranium, predict that someday one of my descendants will become the subject of a major computer game. The Castle of Dr. Brain from Sierra Online." Jeez, how cheesy can you get?
How cheesy can you get? I mean, it's already there. I did mention that he might have a descendant in the future. And there it is, Castle of Dr. Brain.
This book teaches the ancient Oriental art of talk fool. How to overcome opponents by attacking them with the unpronounceable names of martial arts forms and confusing them with fortune cookie wisdom. You get lost somewhere between karate and kuksul.
Alright.
There are a number of books on them. Then you see, one of the books is right. There are a number of books.
So those are all the books that there are.
Which book?
Alright. Can I take a book?
Hey, this isn't a lending library.
Which means I can just take a book. Or not. Well, now that we know the creature's name, now we can go play the game. Guessing the creature's name.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
How about you go outside, then I'll keep count on how long you survived. They say it's a dangerous place to go outside. There hasn't been any of a single danger yet. People are cowards. She.
Gotcha.
Your name is Lishi.
Tell the creature it's called the Lishi.
Ah, that's the price of too much fame. Now you've gone and guessed my name.
I didn't guess it, I knew it.
Lishi, Lishi, look and see, in a bush or up a tree. Lishi, Lishi, riddle rhyme. Can you solve them every time?
I don't know, can I?
Hello.
What are you gonna get this time? What kind of form is he going to be this time? Last time, very small. Oh, can't even see.
2 and 2 and 2 make 6. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
Well, that would be the bonsai tree. That is amongst the goo. Not sure if I can go. A monster. What and where?
You are in the northern... A cute little bunny with big, sharp teeth hops through the woods.
Finally, we can fight. I lost only 15 health. This is gonna be easy, isn't it? It's a healing potion, just another of the wonders science has brought to modern medicine. It's undoubtedly magical, but it would probably be best if you didn't mention that to Dr. Cranium. Poison cure potion. A poison antidote could save your life. And 2 empty flasks. These empty flasks are useful for storing liquids and powders. I really do feel that these combats are going to be so freaking easy.
There is absolutely nothing in the little rabbit's fanny pack. Well, maybe a pocket watch, but you don't need one of those.
Oh! The rabbit itself is a reference to freaking Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but you have to make a reference to Alice in Wonderland? At least that one wasn't, you know, late for an important date. At least not anymore. He did you. Where have I ran off to? I think I lost myself. I've lost myself. I must find myself. Where the heck am I? Oh. I see where I am. I saw a very familiar bush. And also goblin, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Like I said already, it's the dumbest fucking puzzle ever. Really? At least in the later versions of King's Quest 1, they did fix the puzzle, but they still misspelled Rumpelstiltskin in one of the versions.
That loosened up the rock pile somewhat. You didn't hit it with enough force to completely clear the pile.
There we go.
You blast the rock pile with a force bolt.
Oops, that's calm.
A feeling of peace and tranquility fills the area.
What I need is fetch.
Your magical lasso encircles the bonsai bush and gently draws it out of the grimy goo. Carefully clean the plant, then put it away.
Bonsai bush. This bush was obviously carefully and lovingly cared for until someone relocated it to the goo. It looks delicate and strong at the same time. Now that we've done that, we need to plant it. Or at least we can show it or tell about it to the Leshy now. Oh, ain't that gonna be fun? Talking with Leshy again. Oh, speak of the devil. Always hated that in freaking fanfare music. Just doesn't sound good. I really hate this bush riddle. Or this bush game.
Two and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
Tell about Bushingu.
6 and 7 make 13. Plant it in a garden green. Flowers bloom and waters flow. Plant the bush where it will grow.
So basically, Arana's garden. Alright, let's go to the garden.
Someone has dug a large hole there, perhaps removing a bush or a small tree.
I wonder where the bonsai tree goes. Hang on, making a save.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes. bonsai bush is thriving in the rich soil.
It's big.
It's an ornate oriental lantern. It's an ornate... You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana.
30 crowns is a lot. Good, we needed the money. Yeah, 37 crowns. I really needed that money.
A soft, magical aura permeates the entire garden. Strong magic emanates from the fruit tree and the center of the pool in the stream. The lanterns are also magical.
Huh. Fetch one of the fruit. I said fetch one of the fruit.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches.
Mana fruit. This unusual looking fruit came from the tree in Rana's garden, used as a tingling sensation from the magical energy stored. So eating that will cure my loss of mana. Restore mana points. That's what I was trying to say. Huh. Look at that.
A magical fountain has sprung up from the water. At the top is a huge tulip, its flower tightly closed. You capture the scroll with your Fetch spell. As you read the scroll, knowledge of how to cast a protection spell enters your mind. Then the scroll vanishes. Protection is a sort of magical shield which will help guard you from physical attacks.
I had forgotten about that spell. The light spell, protection spell.
You cast the protection spell. It gives you a warm, safe feeling.
I also like it that it shows on the upper right, this bar being what effects are only. Good day. Now that I've planted a tree and done everything here, we should go and visit the Leshy again. See what next riddle he has.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Alright.
Na 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 na.
Boy.
The bush seems to be just... It doesn't budge.
Na na na.
This definitely is the Bush administration.
Oops. Hi there.
Hello.
3 and 3 and 3 make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
The Rusalka. Answer is Rusalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here in the rhyme with disappear.
No one seems...
I think that's the way to get to Baba Yaga. And I ain't talking about no John Wick. Anything else that I can do around here right now? Oh yeah, I forgot to do something when I was getting the bonsai tree. I can't remember being very tempted to cast a fireball or something on him. Same here. She is very, very annoying. Especially with all these stupid games every time. Just want to burn the freaking bushes instead of capturing them. Hawk. Hard to hit this little creep with magic. Flask, please. I need some
Nothing.
goo. Goop. Give me goop.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo.
Greasy, grimy goo. Actually, since I have time, might as well go visit a friend. A very, very lovely friend.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
Where is your accent? Greet.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
Well, I can't say no to that. Yeah, come here, baby.
You wade out to the lake woman and take her in your arms. Her skin is soft but very cold. The lake spirit moans softly as she holds you closer and closer and tighter, then pulls you down into the lake.
Hey, that wasn't in the, going drown. You quickly discovered that you really don't know how to breathe water.
Hello there.
Hello.
I am the Rusalka. Please, take my hand and help me.
Sorry, won't fall for that again.
If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like.
I can see it and fine from here.
If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
No, I'm good here on the shore.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
And especially naked.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me? Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand. Please, don't leave me here so alone and cold. I need you.
Sorry, lady. Can't do anything with you yet. I'll come back later! Tits. Ugh. Hate it when a sneeze doesn't come. It's happening so relentlessly these days. Just let me sneeze. Damn it.
Ah, so you are back.
That I am. Here for some dinner and sleep.
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
Ooh. I don't think I've ever had pheasant. Would be nice to try. And then again, there aren't any places around here that sell pheasant. Unless I go hunt for a pheasant myself. Although I haven't heard of pheasant here in a long time.
Go in.
I don't even remember last time I heard of pheasant around here. It's been a long while. We have pheasants here. Back in my childhood home, we had lots of pheasants in the nearby forest. Always great to hear when they were around. They're noisy motherfuckers.
After some rest.
And every time you heard one, you were like, hey, a pheasant. You're cute birds. They got lovely colors.
They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talking.
Is there anything I can ask you about? Like anything new? Highly doubt, but still gonna try.
Besides the ones that come in here in the evening.
Yeah, I've already asked you about everything. And these three stooges really don't have anything new to say, but why?
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
So why is it that two of them are Jack Nicholson and one is just a goon? Or Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, we do some business around here.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
I mean, it really is just Jim Cummings and Neil Ross doing a Jack Nicholson impression. And Jess Farnell doing Rodney Dangerfield. That's what they are. Two Jack Nicholsons and Rodney Dangerfield. So weird. Also funny. I like it.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And you.
What about the dark ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know
Ivan.
that.
Ivan.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
Well, excuse me, princess.
We don't go for that rumor spreading stuff here, do we, Ivan?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. Well, we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia, do we, Ivan?
Cocktail waitress.
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey. That wasn't gossip, it was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here.
Yeah, you don't. No rumors of any kind. Not at all.
Hey, there sure are a lot of skeletons in here. Quick, pull the head off one and stick me on top of the spine. Oh, please.
Hey, Kala. How's it going? I'm talking to some ridiculous people here.
Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh yeah. In the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Pet elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great.
Well, that's a Rodney
for
Dangerfield
vacuuming up
joke.
Peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They always went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
Oh, last year's famine. Uplifting. Thanks. I played Amiga on Sunday, so decided to wear this. Played some Space Quest 4, easy point and click so far. You will learn to love to hate it. If you've never played Space Quest 4 before, that is. And also, really? Nero 2000 emote? Of all the things to have an emote of. Freaking Nero 2000.
You unlock the door to your room.
Can I now go to sleep until morning? Nope.
After
About 30 minutes.
Unfortunately, it's actually quite solid.
Darn. No hidden...
It looks like one of those hollow bedposts they like to use in mystery stories.
Yeah, but it didn't have anything in it. Unfortunately.
After
There we
you
go.
awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Excuse me. Okay, intelligence is over 300 now. Vitality is 307. Alright. Save the game to day 3. And this is where we end today.